Hi everyone! Tonight I'm going to try to make a cutaway card using the brand new Explore 5. I'm super excited because I really want to try out this 1x2 card mat. I like the idea of doing 2 at a time instead of 4 because that four-way mat was really big. I'm using this particular set of cutaway cards. This is an R40. It's the biggest one. I just love the inside piece of these. I'm going to need 2 of those. And I'm going to use the lighter colored card that's in here. I have this color and then there's also a darker brown, but I want to use the lighter color for this particular design. And I will get out my envelopes when I get done. Now what I'm going to do here, normally what you would do is you would open these up and you would peel this backer piece off and then you stick this piece on face down and then you put it in your mat and send it off to cut. But I want to try doing these without taking this backer off first. I want to see if it makes it a little bit easier to weed out the pieces. We're going to find out together. Okay, I have my design all set up in Design Space. And I need to choose my Explore 5. Okay, I got my machine connected. I'm going to go ahead and go to the maker screen. So now the way these work, just take your little cover piece off and we'll set that off to the side. And you make sure that the front of your card is on the left. And then you just lift this little edge up. And you go up as high as you can go and to the right as far as you can go. And you just close it over. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with this side. Go up as high as I can go and go over as high as I can go. Now sometimes these mats aren't perfect, so I like to grab my ruler and I like to measure from the very top of my card to the very top of my mat. You should have exactly 1 inch. I'm going to measure this side too, just to be sure, and it looks like I'm even and I have 1 inch on both sides. We're going to need that in a minute. Okay, I'm going to tell it that I'm going to cut on a card mat and I'm going to select the 2 card mat and hit confirm. And it's now showing me a preview of my design and it looks great. I'm going to tell that to continue and I'm going to choose cutaway card and backer as the material that I'm cutting. You may need to go to all materials and search to find that for yourself. I have mine set on my favorites. Okay, it's telling me it wants the armadillo pin first and I believe that's this gray one. And I'm going to scooch you guys over so you can see the machine. Now, when you're using these card mats, these little star wheels on your machine, you have to move them all to the center. And what I do is I stick my mat kind of in place and I make sure that all 4 of these little gray star wheels are lined up with this center rail so they're not running over your card. They will slide. They're stiff, but they will slide. Okay, now we need to put our pin in and make sure your pin clicks. Okay, and then I'm going to tilt my mat up just a little bit and give it a gentle push while I hit the play button, just to make sure it loads straight. This is one of my favorite things, is watching the machine draw. Okay, it's done with that pin. And again, you want to hold on to your carriage and pull the pin. It's in there tight. Gray is done. And now it's telling me to load blue. And we're going to hit play. Okay, and now it wants the moccasin pin. Now for this one, I actually am going to use the coffee pin. I wanted it to be a little bit darker brown. Oops, wrong end. Then we'll hit the play button again. This card over here, I'm going to use as a get well card. It's really, really cute. Okay, now it is asking for the dark green pen. Okay, and now it wants the black pen. Okay, now make sure that you remove the pen before it starts the cut process. It will tell you that on the screen, but just remember, if you're used to just kind of ignoring your screen, don't ignore it. And then we're going to hit go again. And now it will do its cut. almost done. It's not bad. It hasn't even been 9 minutes yet, and we're basically going to get 2 cards in that time. Okay, now we will unload. And let's see if my little idea of not putting the backer on actually helps. Let's see, we need our scraper tool. Oh, I need to straighten you guys out, don't I? There you go. Okay, here's our finished card. This is a new mat, so it's really sticky, so I'm trying to be really careful. I don't want to bend up my card. Oh, look at that. It weeded itself. Ooh. Okay, now let's see if it did just as nicely for this one. This one would have been a little bit more difficult to weed because there's a lot of really small letters on this one. I will have to grab the center of my R. Okay, there we go. And I will just knock off these extra pieces that didn't fall out on their own. Just kind of feeling around to make sure I got them all. Nope, nope, missed one right there. And I missed a little one right here. Okay, I think that's all of them. And then we just need the little center for our R, and I'll get that here in a second. Okay, and we'll check this one, make sure we got all of this one. It looks like I got all of that one too. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is what we normally would have done first. I'm going to peel this little backing piece off. And I'm going to grab our insert piece. Now remember, we want this to be pretty side down towards the sticky. This whole side is sticky. So you're just going to kind of center it the best you can and drop it. Oh, look at that. It's perfect. I love this card. I think it's so cute. Okay, let's do this one. Okay, we're going to do the same thing. If I can get a hold of it. I'm going to grab my pretty piece again. I'm going to do the same thing. The glue doesn't quite go to this very edge, so I use that to line up my little inside piece. Get it as straight as I can, hold it in place, and let it go. That actually came out amazing. I think I really like doing them that way. Okay, now let's see. Let's grab some tweezers. Oh. Grab the center to our R. And the backing is still stuck to this, so all we got to do is peel it off. And then this piece is still sticky, so we can just stick it right down where it would have gone in our R. There we go. Now I got a mess to clean up on my mat. But what do you think? I love these cards. And I'm really excited about doing them kind of backwards. That was a lot easier. And I didn't scratch up my inside piece either, so that was awesome. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching me make a couple of cards on the new machine with the brand new mat, and I'll see you next time. Happy crafting!